Hi there, Steve Ball here from Cool Riffs Guitar School down in Newquay. And today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be talking and showing you how to do loops using a loop pedal. Now, if you don't know what a loop pedal is, which many people don't, especially when you first start playing, it's one of these. You can come in different various sizes and things. This one looks quite complicated. It's not overly complicated at all once you get used to it. It's got lots of things on it here and bits and bobs. What do these things do? Right, okay, so you can use them. Ed Sheeran uses them. He uses quite a sort of elaborate looping system. These are a lot simpler than what he uses. But what it allows you to do is it allows you to record your guitar or a vocal or whatever, keyboards, anything really, I suppose. But in our case, a guitar. So you could play a sequence of chords, you know, to do a sequence, and then you can get it to loop over and over again. So you're recording it digitally in CD quality, and then it just loops and loops and loops. Then what you can do with it is you can then add another track over the top of it, or you can record over the top of what you just played, so you can hear the original thing that you've played and then the next thing, and then you can keep going on forever and ever, really. Absolutely brilliant, and they're great for listening to how you're playing so that you can correct yourself, because when you're playing guitar normally, sometimes you might not be hearing exactly what's going on. That sounds like a weird concept, but when you hear it back through one of these, you can listen to it a lot more critically, let's say, and you can correct yourself. These are brilliant for getting your sense of timing correct. They're wonderful. This one here actually has a little slot in the side here where you can pop a little micro SD card, and this will actually record over 16 hours in 10-minute chunks, which is absolutely, it's just mind-boggling what you can do with these tiny little things. Anyway, you can buy smaller ones than these. These are about, I think, about £110. And I've got a slightly larger version of this, which I'll be using for my demonstration today. But you can buy tiny little loopers with just one like foot switch and just a little dial that you can adjust. And they're brilliant. They're as simple as that. And you can probably pay about, I don't know, 50, 60 quid for them. They're not massive amounts of money, but the amount of you know, enjoyment you get out of these devices, you know, is immense. They're amazing. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into how do you do a loop on your guitar, and I'm going to get into that technique for you. Okay, here we go. Hi there, welcome back. I've got a guitar in my hands by magic, as if by magic. Okay, and the guitar I've got today, I haven't got my Fender Strat on me. I've got one of these wonderful Ibanez RGA 121 Prestige models. They're so pretty, they're unreal. The colour of this one in the catalogue is crushed ruby. It looks pink, I know, it does look pink, but it's really cool and it's all sparkly and wonderful. Okay, thing about Ibanez guitars are that they make the necks very slim, quite wide and flat at the back, so they feel a bit different to, for example, a Fender Strat type of neck, which is a little bit more rounded, but they are gorgeous, and if you fancy a gorgeous guitar, you can't really go wrong with an Ibanez. Right, okay, on to looping, and the main thing that you've got to do is have the ability to count to 4, which is very useful. And what I do is I go 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4. You get the idea. So what count I'm actually coming in on is to press the button on my looper is the 1 after. So I've got 1, 2, 3, and press. Okay, and that's how it works. So when I'm going to play a little sequence, a little blues sequence, and when I get towards the end of it, I'm going to be thinking in my mind, okay, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to press the button, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it's all going to be fine. So here we go, without further ado. So I'm just turning around towards my looper on the floor, and I'm going to count myself in. 1, 2, 3, and. Okay, here we go. Listen to that. Here it goes, and perfect. Thank goodness for that. I didn't want to do that again. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I could practice over the top of that, or I can just check that my guitar's sounding okay. I'm going to use a little bit of overdrive off my amp on this. Okay, let's just check that's fine. Okay, that sounds okay. I'm just going to wait till I get to the end of the loop, and then I'm going to count myself in again, and then I'm going to put a little lead guitar bit over the top. Here we go, ready to press, and okay, a success. Okay, so I'm going to just stop my looper now. There we go. Far too much fun being had there. That's how I did it. You can just record your rhythm or your chord track over the top and just practice forever and ever with your guitar, which I do sometimes and my students do. As I say, the other good thing about it is if you make a mistake, especially with your rhythm and your timing, you can hear it. You can hear it back, which is wicked, and it just helps you improve all the time. So whether it be creating songs, working on compositions, all that sort of thing, loopers are brilliant. And I'm going to put down some information overlaying on this video of prices at this time, which is November 2019. My son's got a looper. He's got a Boss looper, and on his he's actually got like 2 channels, so he can record his vocals and harmonies and his guitar at the same time. So he can kind of he can mix it in as well. It's got like a little mixer on it. So there's lots of cool little loopers out there, and they're coming down in price all the time. So I would say once you can play a few chords and you can play in time, they're a great investment. Okay, so I'd get a looper. Okay, thanks for watching, and look out for more reviews and also instructional vids like this, and I'll see you soon. Thanks very much. Cheers.